This is a quick test, and I just want to test out essentially talking to the camera about something that I recently wrote in a blog post. And this one is about cycling. It's about suffering, which is very related to cycling. And I'm interested in the concept of, there's a phrase called pain face. And this is usually seen, especially in the Tour de France. We have the best riders in the world and they're really working hard. They're trying to get to the top of a mountain and they're grimacing. You can see their facial really tighten up and they're really forcing everything out of their body to get there. And I think these guys are doing it at the top level, but a lot of amateur cyclists like myself can definitely attest to the mental and physical suffering that you go through to get yourself to the top of the hill as fast as you can. And one professional cyclist, Jens Voigt, kind of became viral with his quote, "Shut up legs," which really kind of sums up this inner battle. And what he was saying was, yeah, like when he's really tested and pushed to his limits, it's essentially his mind separate from his body. And he's saying, his legs in this case are saying, please stop, this is too much, this is too hard. And his mind saying, shut up, listen to me, I don't care what you say, let's get to the finish line. And I think he went viral because a lot of cyclists can empathize and have had similar experiences, myself included. I believe there's kind of a second class of riders who are extremely physically strong, but also mentally strong to the point where they're just not thinking about this stuff and they're just, they might be very aggressive, like Lance Armstrong, who wants to destroy the competition, or they might just be focused on, they might just kind of become the bike. They're just doing a physical effort and they're just not as psychologically distracted or fantasizing about the hotel shower that they're going to get to in an hour, such that they can focus 100% of their energy on the task at hand, which sounds more efficient to me. In my own experience, I haven't had so much luck with this, and I'm definitely thinking a lot about work and my own shortcomings and why I'm not feeling great today, all this sort of stuff that author Tim Galway mentions as general self-one talk or chatter, which is kind of quite judgmental and essentially gets in the way of your self-two or your kind of active body doing the task, which is ride to the top of the hill. One quick little mindful exercise I would suggest would be, it's really common advice to, when you're climbing, to hold the handlebars as lightly as possible. Don't hold it with a death grip, which is really common when you're just trying to really mash on the pedals. And this is good for a number of reasons and will mean your back is going to hurt less, you're going to have less sore hands. But I think the important part of that advice is just check in every minute, let's say over a 10-minute climb, and just check that you're not holding too tightly. If you are, which you probably will be, just release a little bit and then come back a minute later. The benefit of an exercise like this, I think, is to realize how automatic our body is and how quickly we can forget that we've even given ourselves instructions. Be a little bit more mindful about how our body feels, like how tense our hands are when we're riding, when they really shouldn't be. And in doing so, you might become a little bit more connected with your body as you're riding, and you might become a little bit more efficient and ideally be thinking a little bit less, which is really not useful. And maybe if someone took a photo of you at this stage, your face might look a little bit more relaxed versus like that, really, really tense when it really shouldn't be.